Hello, hello. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining, welcome to the Emmy Dome. No, I'm joking. Subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell, and join me every time I'm live. If you're joining me again, hello, Missy and Troy. Thank you for coming back for more of my cray. How's my day going? How is your day going for you today? It's going amazing, Troy. Thank you for asking. Right now, we're going to be doing a ClairTarot reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watchers, because y'all Geminis are charismatic. You guys are charming mofos. I'm telling you. I know this for a fact. I married one. I married one of your people. All right, let's go ahead and pull some cards. Hi, Melissa. He is. He's a Gemini, that two-faced mofo. I love it. You know, seriously though, let me just say, I have Pisces and Capricorn. I mean, that emo-aggressive combo, only a Gemini could survive that. I'm telling you, only a Gemini could ever survive that. No, not two-faced as in a negative sense. Ooh, the cards are just pulling themselves. Two-faced meaning two different aspects of themselves. And it's like, I know part of him, when I get all cray, part of him is like, you just one crazy ass woman. And then the other part is like, no. We need to be a little more gentle with her because she's going through something. No other sign could totally do that. Like, seriously. That's why Geminis are my favorite. They really, really are. I say that all the time. Not just the line. I really mean it. Geminis are my favorite. They're the only ones that understand the Pisces and the Capricorn combo and not run off. All right. So let's see. Gemini. Yikes. You guys have been through some stuff. Card number 22, she feels, she knows. You've gone through such a crazy ascension period, a prolonged one. Quite a few of you Gemini have gone through such a crazy intense ascension cycle. And this is from winter, you know. I'm trying to think of a Gemini that I know personally that hasn't gone through this. I don't know any Gemini that I personally know that does not have ridiculous amounts of bruising over the past few months. Spiritual bruising, like, man, this ascension cycle beat y'all up. I really feel for you guys. But you know what? It's in that pain that we carry the greatest potentiality for learning and growth. And I think that's probably why Gemini has received so many blows over the past few months. And it's like harsh. I'm not talking about just, you know, sucker punches. I'm talking about like pummeling from the soul. And it's to break down the wall that has existed between the twins. Okay? Not twin flames. I'm talking about the twins, meaning the Gemini. Within you, you've partitioned several aspects of yourself. And now you've just finished several cycles of walls being broken down from within you. And it's a call for you to reunify all of yourselves. So Gemini has so many different angles that they see life. And most of those different viewpoints, you guys keep very silent. And I think that's one of the things that I love the most about a Gemini. Like, people think Geminis talk too much. I don't think so. I think the things that matter the most about a Gemini, or for a Gemini, the things that really get to the core of their being, they keep very, very silent. And it's time for you to begin speaking up speaking out about the things that are upsetting you, the things that you're struggling with. There are so many people that love you, Gemini. So many people. You have such a beautiful energy about you. It draws people in, and then, you keep everything superficial. No more of that. This is your soul asking you to show at least a portion of your depth, at least a portion. And I don't know if you're going to continue to get beat up, but just, damn, I'm about to get real angry on your behalf. Leave Gemini alone, God damn it. They've had enough. I'm all spitting now. I'm all upset. They've had enough. Give them a month off. Oh my God. I'm not even joking, dude. I'm not even joking. And I know my husband, I'm sure he doesn't want me to say this, but I'm going to say it anyways. I'm sure he's been experiencing things within him that's really been hard, and he just kind of tries to keep everything lighthearted. And I'm like, well, I've known you for a long time. Something's going on in there. Something's going on in there. And look, card number 10, releasing allegiances. Well, here's the thing. You've been stung quite a few times, Gemini, and you've been forced to sit naked in your truth, seemingly alone. You've felt alone for quite some time, just sitting naked, exposed, and you don't know who's seeing what, and you kind of just want to cover the parts that are the most vulnerable. And those are the most beautiful parts of you, though. Those are the most beautiful parts. And the very things that have the potentiality to sting you are also the very things that could make life very, very sweet. And it's just all in how you interact with those moments, with those people. And it's not a call to use people or manipulate people. It's a call to help you recognize it can be both. You can find sweetness in that sting. And you can find a sting in the sweet parts of life. It's just all in how you see it. This is also a call for you to begin being more loyal to yourself than you are to other people. If you need to rest, then rest. If you need quiet time, then take quiet time, with no need for apologies, no need for feeling bad, guilty, selfish. It's none of that. Gemini, you cater to people quite a bit. I don't know if anyone's ever told you that, but you cater to people quite a bit. And it's not just one half of you because you are the zodiac twins. No, it's both halves cater to people. If you love someone, you cater to them like it's ridiculous. And this is someone who is married 20 years to a Gemini. I'm like, stop that shit. There's times where I'm like, you realize you could just tell me I have a booger. You don't have to pick my nose for me. That's odd. Don't just randomly shove your finger in my nose thinking it's okay. Like, that's odd. You have to let people pick their nose themselves. Okay, Gemini? You have to. You have to. It's not always the most loving thing to carry the load for others. It robs them of their potentiality to grow stronger from that. Sometimes the most loving thing is just kind of just step back and like, okay, you're going through a lesson right now. I'll be right here. If you need me, call. And if you just need me to stand here and watch, then I will. Because Gemini, you're that kind of love where you will sit there with them in that dark hole and just sit there with them, keep them company. So now you're being asked to do this for yourself. One half of you is hurting in a dark hole. The other half needs to not be preoccupied trying to save other people, trying to entertain other people. Gemini, the other half needs to sit there with the first half in that hole so you don't feel alone, so you recognize you've never been alone. Okay, Gemini? Your next card, card number 43, come to life. Now, do you want to paint a sweet life or do you want to live a sweet life? You no longer have to care about appearances. Okay, Gemini, you can choose in this moment to paint the illusion of a sweet life or actually live one. The monkey mind is going to try and convince you that you have to look a certain way. People will think a certain way of you if you don't present yourself in a certain way. All of that is nonsensical. people who think badly of you if you don't present a polished, curated image are the very same people that are looking for a reason to think badly of you anyways. It doesn't matter what you do. So put your energy into the effort of having a sweet life versus painting a life that looks sweet. You get messages directly from soul. The crow is a messenger from the other side. You have the crow on your shoulder whispering to you, cawing loudly at you, and you're still so focused. Well, for a period, you were still so focused on trying to paint the illusion of a sweet life that you weren't listening. I think now you've paused and you're like, I'm tired of getting beat up by life. I just need to hear the message. And that's a good thing. That's a very empowering thing. I think you're ready to take that next step forward. Because notice, you were naked here with bracelets. And those bracelets, they're not bracelets, they're shackles. Those are mental shackles that are gilded. They look beautiful. They bling, don't they? But they're actually shackles. Don't get that twisted. You had your mind enslaved for quite some time. And now look at this. You have some clothes on. There's no more shackles. You're freeing yourself. You just have to make sure. Now, not all serpents are evil. They're not all bad. But there is a serpent in your grass. Serpents have forked tongues. That means someone within your circle is attempting to convince you to continue painting the illusion of a sweet life with a forked tongue. Forked tongue tells me you're only telling half the truth. And at what point did the truth diverge and become a lie? You don't know, do you? I would stay away from snakes in the grass. That's really, really important. Snakes in the grass, when they're peddling half-truths, that's dangerous because you don't know what half you're getting, and it's extremely difficult to disprove a half-truth. It contains just enough truth to make it extremely difficult to prove wrong, and it creates so much division within the individual, within the groups. That's like, that's one thing I do not fucks with. Nope. If you are a half-truth teller, adios, I'm out. I don't even care if you're a good person, bad person. I heard a half-truth, I'm out. You're not going to poison me. I don't think so. I'll be by my lonesome in my water. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Get me all feisty. So let's see. Let's get a little bit more clarity for Gemini. Oh, you guys, you need some kitty love. Hold on. Let me just finish shuffling this. Oh, my. Okay. I almost forgot the kitty loving. Here we go. I love cats. I love that video. I watched that video so much. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All right. Ooh. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. You got an ace in the pocket. Where's my... All right. Okay. So, what is your octopus? You have your mind split in so many different ways, reaching for all kind of different things. It's time to reunify. 8 is the number of reunification. Spade is the symbol of the Jedi. Now, if you're not into esoterica, let me just break a little bit of truth for you. The Jedi, Jedi, was actually based on a real group called the Jedi, Jedi. And they had access to tremendous levels of esoterica. Very, very powerful group. You need to reunify so you can tap back into your power. Okay? Stop being distracted by all these things that are trying to get your attention. Nope. Nope. It's time to reunify. The number 8. Now, here's another beautiful thing. Another 8. Okay, this is about competition and button mashing. Who are you competing with? Are we supposed to be competing? 8 is the number of reunification. Okay, are you competing with other people? Some Geminis do that. I think this reading is not about the Geminis that compete with other people. I think this reading is about the Geminis who have their self and their soul competing with each other. One wants to be heard more. The soul is attempting to whisper and guide you in a very compassionate way, while the self, the person's self, is a freaking naughty ass monkey. It's a naughty ass monkey. This is the monkey trying to convince you to create an illusion. Don't buy into it. Don't buy into it. Don't start button mashing just for the sake of winning. Because in this competition between self and soul, even if you button mash and win, you still lose. Let that sink in. When the competition is within you, if you don't take the steps to make sure both win, meaning you co-create, then you will always 100% of the time lose. Whether it be yourself, whether it be your soul, it's still you. You still lose. So Gemini, for some of you, those of you who this is really resonating with, you've gotten to a point where you're like, I'm going to be a conscious co-creator. I am consciously choosing what I am co-creating. That is a place of mother freaking power. Not even joking. Not even joking. So you're entering. Look at that. Oh my God. You go from like button mashing, I want to win, 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 to there. This is your ace in the hole. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. This is a call for you to just turn everything off today and get centered in your truth. Get centered in your knowing of who you are, what you're co-creating. Do you have to know everything about yourself today, right now? No. Part of that knowing is knowing that you are on a journey. It's not the end that's the important part. It's every single step between the beginning and the end, the destination. That's what's important. And so you're being asked to be very, very conscious of where you're stepping and recognizing. If you step on someone's toes, you don't have to beat yourself up. Those motherfuckers needed to get out your lane, okay? No more snakes in your grass. No more snakes in your grass. There's no need to fear them. They're garter snakes. They have no venom. No more snakes in your grass. Get centered in your knowing, get centered in your lane, and keep traveling back to yourself. Okay, Gemini, you are on such a beautiful journey. It's been very painful. It's been full of resistance, but it's in that pain that we are introduced to our greatest teachers, which is ourselves. And it's in that resistance that we increase the potentiality for growth, for gains. And you definitely are doing it. Gemini, you're doing it. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Oh, okay. We've entered Taurus moon. Okay. Okay. Card number 40, water element, sensing. So the number 4 is the number for self. This is you standing on your own. The number 0 is your point of origination. This is you standing in the truth of who you were before you were convinced to be someone else. Okay. Now, water element. Water can take the shape of anything that you put it within. And just like you, Gemini, you can fit yourself into any group. I'm just being the socially selective Pisces Cap combo. I don't know how y'all do it. all social and shit. That I'm not being bitter. I'm just saying, I don't know how y'all do it. Your intellect may be confused, but your emotions will never lie to you. This has to do with the snake in your grass. Okay? You may feel conflicted, but this person is nice. Like, I like them. They're nice, and I don't understand how. No, you can feel it. You can feel it. And it doesn't line up with what the monkey mind is trying to convince you of. Mm-mm. Don't listen to that. Listen to the feeling. Go with the feeling, okay? Look inward. Don't worry about the drama that surrounds you. Avoid the commotion. Sit still. Float. Trust your inner wisdom. It will not steer you wrong. And this is not about you trusting me. This is about me delivering messages from your higher self. This is the Ace of Cups, okay? It corresponds to the tarot card Ace of Cups. This is about you learning the emotional nuances. This is recognizing that your lack of energy is from your interaction with individuals or participation in a circumstance that is intentionally draining you. Sensing what is accurate without being told. You have to begin trusting yourself. Okay, Gemini? You're not always said to be the most intuitive zodiac sign. I beg to differ. At this point, you've grown enough spiritually and energetically to rise from that stereotype. I know quite a few Gemini, and they're very connected. They are very, very in tune with their inner divinity. And it's not about some other sign in their chart affecting that. No, that's bullshit. Gemini has two heads that connect to divine messages. It's time you begin hearing it, Gemini. The thing was that the monkey mind was trying to convince you of a role that you're supposed to play. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I bet you a Scorpio. I didn't just say that. I did. I'm going to own it. Don't listen to that. That's a lie. Whoever wrote that was hating on the Gemini. I'm just saying. We're not going to point fingers. We're not going to point fingers. Card number 14, Taurus, I have. We've entered the Taurus moon, okay? This is a time for you to begin manifesting. This is a time for you to pull in all of that energy that you so lovingly gave to other people. And they've just been wasting that energy. I'll tell you the truth. They've just been wasting that energy. So pull it back. Call it back to you and use it to manifest the very life that you want and deserve. Gemini, I'm tired of you going without just to spoil someone who doesn't even appreciate what you're doing. Just saying. There are three classes of people: those who see when they are shown, and those who do not see. Gemini, you're all three. You're all three. Now, it's time for you to recognize you have the power to choose which one you want to be at any given moment for any given circumstance. So again, pull back your power, pull back your energy, not because you're angry with someone, not because you want someone to go without, but because that energy rightfully belongs to you and should be with you. Okay? Pull it back and pull it back. This has to do with the Hierophant. It corresponds to the Hierophant. It's about comfort, nurturing, steadfastness, what is owned. It's time for you to comfort yourself. It's time for you to recognize this time that you've grown quiet, that you've withdrawn from other people. It was time you needed to begin comforting yourself, to begin nurturing yourself, to begin putting yourself first. There's nothing selfish about that at all. Nothing selfish about it. And the people who think that it's selfish of you to do that are the very mofos that have been draining you. Snakes in the grass, just saying. Just saying. Card number 9. I think I'm getting hangry. I think I need to eat. Card number 9. The public is wonderfully tolerant. It forgives everything except genius. Now we got Uranus, and genius. Okay. According to myth, out of chaos emerged two expressions of deities, Gaia, Mother Earth, and Uranus, Father Sky. Again, this is a call for the reunification. You got 8 2 times and then an ace. The reunification is your ace. Ace is about new beginnings. Now is time for you to start a new cycle, one where you're reunifying the Mother Earth and the Father Sky, the masculine and the feminine within you, the two halves, the twins. You are reunifying, taking down the walls within yourself, and really, really coming into your power. It's time for y'all to show you are powerhouses, Gemini. This whole cute image of like, oh, Gemini, they're air, Gemini. I see you guys for exactly what you are. You guys are silent powerhouses. You know, the wind, because you guys are air, it can either come in as a soft breeze that is barely perceptible, or a freaking gale of storm. You know what I'm saying? You have enough within you to knock down ancient trees. But if you're not going to speak, none of that air moves. There's no movement. So you have to get out of that quiet phase that you needed to be in for a little bit to start moving that air around. Okay? You have to start. And I really, really, Gemini, I need you guys to stop just being so cute and begin showing your power. You need to start flexing. Flexing on people, flexing on live. I don't know, but you need to start flexing, because you're so much more than that stereotypical, like, oh, Geminis are just cool to be around and they talk and, you know, that's just bullshit. Okay. Ooh, look at you. You got card number 30, a whirling goddess. I mean, look at you whirling without a care in the world, causing people to just fall into your bosom. No, I'm just saying. That is like, wow. Card number 30. 3 is the number of the Trinity, a very solid divine foundation from which to anchor your point of origination, which is 0. So 3-0, solid foundation from which to originate your journey. So whirling goddess, lose your head. Not a single thread that has a head can go through the eye of the needle. You're being refined. Gemini, you are being spiritually and energetically refined. We're taking away the very things that no longer serve you, because you are about to fit in a place that is very, very specific. It's a very, very specific spiritual positioning that you're being asked to take. Come, my love, are you dizzy yet? If you can still find your feet, then that is okay with me. But if you can still find your head, then I will take issue. There is a great dance, but it cannot be danced with choreographed steps. No, this great dance demands a response rather than initiation. Excuse me, a reaction rather than a direction. So let us dissemble and lose our heads to the great music, the rhythm held steady in our beating hearts. Our feet shall be moving while our minds, inadequate to the task, take the night off. There is somewhere you're meant to be. It's here, now in this moment. There is a gift right under your nose, and fragrant wine in your glass, gleaming red as the most precious rubies. To be here now, you must pass through the keyhole. But your head will tell you this is not possible unless the door is unlocked. Even though your body is passing through the keyhole of that locked door into the endless world beyond. Leave your mind to be in its struggles for a moment. Without you laying witness to it, your mind will become like the dog howling for his master's return, even as he steps out the front door. Frustrated temporarily, he will chew on some shoes, then fall asleep peacefully until the master returns. So leave your mind trusting, chewing a little, until you are truly through the keyhole when it can rest. Leave it be. Instead, come dance with me. This oracle brings you a message. You are at the point of growth where your mind can hold you back rather than urge you forward. If you have, like so many, used your mind to support you, to shore up your sense of self in the world and to gain a sense of certainty about how the world works, then this is no easy leap. It will seem as though you are being asked to pass through the keyhole. Of course, your mind will stop and argue for all the reasons why the door should be opened instead of remaining closed, making the task seem so much harder than it needs to be. But this is the mind in resistance. Don't place too much stock in the claims that life should be other than it is. You are being asked to dance rather than understand, to lay the thoughts to rest and to come alive. It is the bravest, most trusting soul that dares to put the mind to one side and say, "Tonight we dance, my heart and I, in the great rousing music of the beloved's beating heart, and I will not miss one step." And to awaken the next day and do that all over again and again and again. Wow. You are ready, you see. You are ready to live beyond what you know, to have it not matter if you don't understand how life can work itself out, or how it could be that someone so normal and ordinary as you and I could also be so magnificent, wild, and divine. The need for answers and plans, assurances and explanations is passing out of your world now. You are not to wait for permission, for explanation, or even for another dance partner, for I am ready, inviting you onto the great dance floor. You are to let go of any stigma around not knowing. When someone asks you what you are going to do next or how you're going to manage, you are given this divine mandate with relish and reveal the truth. I don't know. Wow. Gemini, you have totally sealed your place in my heart as my favorite. I'm just saying. I am just saying, you guys got this. You went through a period of self-exploration. And in order to get to that part where you choose to explore yourself, you had to doubt yourself for quite some time. You had to wonder about your truth. You had to question about your worth. And now all of these things are working for you, not against you. Start dancing, Gemini. Start dancing. Y'all can dance. I know this. I know this for a fact. So if this resonated with you, lift up that phalange. Press the like button. If it didn't resonate, just do it anyways. Just do it anyways. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and join me every time I'm live. Baby, I'm talking to the camera. How are you going to ask me if I'm live? Yeah, I'm actually getting off right now. I'm hungry too.
Make sure to like and subscribe and tap those notification bells. Smash that like button.
Come here, say it louder, dude. Hey, Juicy, no, Juicy. Stay on that side of the camera, please. Okay, sorry, guys.
Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. That is all. Do the thumbs up.
And do the thumbs up.
Every thumbs up, you get 100% luck every day. 100 years for 100% luck. So hit that like button.
Do I need to say anything else? All right, guys. Enjoy your day. Bye, everyone. I'll be back again sometime, either tonight or tomorrow or something, to finish the rest of the zodiacs. Bye, guys.